It's an honor to ring today's closing bell in commemoration of America's upcoming 250th anniversary. Milestones of this magnitude demand more than ceremony. They ask something of us. They invite us to reflect, of course, but no less to resolve. To ensure that the promise of our capital markets is as vibrant for the next century as it was for the last. After all, a free market is the hallmark of a free people. In that spirit and to those ends, one of my top priorities as chairman is to make being a public company an attractive proposition for firms. Let's face it, in many quarters and for many reasons, taking a company public is no longer cool as it once was. Raising capital through an IPO should not be a privilege reserved for the few unicorns. More and more public investments are concentrated in a handful of companies that are generally in the same one or two industries. Our regulatory framework should provide companies in all stages of their growth and from all industries with the opportunity of an IPO, particularly an IPO that represents a capital raising mechanism for the company instead of a liquidity event for the insiders. My goal is to build this framework and reverse this trend to make IPOs great again, and it involves three pillars. First, we must simplify and scale the SEC's disclosure requirements to reduce the costs of preparing SEC filings and at the same time make them more comprehensible. Decades of accretive rulemakings have produced reams of paperwork that do more to obscure than to illuminate. Second, we must depoliticize shareholder meetings and return their focus to voting on director elections and significant corporate matters. The boardroom should be a place for business strategy, not a battleground for political theater. Finally, we must reform the litigation landscape for securities lawsuits to eliminate frivolous complaints while maintaining an avenue for shareholders to continue to bring meritorious claims. The specter of litigation deters companies from going public and discourages prudent risk-taking once they are. American entrepreneurs built the most dynamic economy in history, in part by taking their companies public and sharing the rewards with workers, savers, and investors. This partnership is worth reviving as we approach our nation's 250th anniversary, and I'm confident that we will do so. Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here today.